tell me about your favorite.
Let's see.
Your favorites.
Well,
and,
we just harvested, so some of these beds are new. This one is brand new because we had some of the kids back last week and they pulled this up. But we've got peppers here. We were just down here the other night showing the girls' godmothers. You see we've got our green peppers coming up, which was fascinating to the girls. I think this is what's really fun for kids because it's a real green pepper growing out of a plant. And I think this is what kids really get into. It's like they can see exactly where their food comes from, and when it gets to this stage where it's actually identifiable, it's very cool. Even my girls think it's cool, which is another notion.
That's saying something.
That's saying something. Our broccoli, we do use it. We are a broccoli family, so we have tons of broccoli, but many of the larger buds we pulled out at the harvest, but you can see some of the smaller ones coming up. And this broccoli has turned out to be pretty tender. You know, this is where you can really tell the difference in store-bought, fresh-grown, because while my kids like broccoli, the president loves it, this has really got a sweeter taste to it in ways that I wouldn't have imagined. You think broccoli is broccoli, it looks the same as what you buy in the store, but there's definitely a difference in terms of texture and flavor. This fig tree started out as a little, it was a little plant. And we planted it, nothing happened, it didn't produce anything. It was so small that there were a group of volunteers helping to weed, and I think somebody pulled it up, and one of the gardeners found it in the compost. It was almost toast, but it was saved, and as you can see, it is thriving, and this is the first season that we're actually getting figs. So this is kind of cool. Barack loves figs, so I'm hoping that these are going to be good. Welcome to our tomatoes.
Thank you.
So you see, they taste like candy. They're really good, and I try to tell kids this all the time. I mean, when we have little kids out here and all of these are sort of ripe, you can sit here and pop them. Sometimes our volunteers will eat them all up before we get them in because they taste so good. But that's, one of the teaching moments of the garden is that, food fresh from the garden has a different kind of flavor. It's different from what you buy in the store. Kids are a little more adventurous. The notion that they could pull something off of a leaf and eat it and it tastes familiar to them is really pretty cool. It's cool for me. So it's pretty nice for them.